In this video of Barcelona, we'll see the #1 tourist attraction in Barcelona, tips on visiting the Sagrada Familia to save money and time, the eclectic design of the Sagrada Familia as created by Antoni Gaudí and its meaning, an architecture walking tour of Barcelona, other residential buildings designed by Antoni Gaudí in Barcelona. So please stay tuned to my video. Please remember to post a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell to get my latest travel videos.
Benvingut de nou a Barcelona. Welcome back to Barcelona. This is the magnificent Sagrada Familia Church in Barcelona. You'll notice the steeple is not completed yet. When the Sagrada Familia steeple will be completed, it'll reach a height of 172.5 meters tall, which will make it the tallest church in the world. Also, just as an interesting fact, this is currently, even without the steeple completed, the tallest building in Barcelona. Most modern cities of the world have an office tower as their tallest building. Here in Barcelona, it's their church, Sagrada Familia. The church was designed by the famed architect Antoni Gaudí. And what you'll notice is that it has the elements of nature as well as theology combined and merged in the architectural design of this church. Now, one travel tip I can give you is if you do come here, best to buy your ticket online in advance. Because if you come here and wait for tickets, it's a big long line. I got my ticket online. That's the line I had to go through, even though I had a ticket. Imagine how long the line is without a ticket. Another tip I can give you is they have a pretty intense security search. They inspect everything before you come into this church. So beware for that. Process takes at least 5 to 7 minutes just to clear the security. What you just saw there was a model to show what the Sagrada Familia will look like after it's completed. This is the outside of the Sagrada Familia with beautiful sculptures and artwork just in front of the main door. I've now entered inside the Sagrada Familia. I had to take my hat off because I'm inside of a church. The tall columns represent trees, tall trees, because Gaudí merges nature with religion. Antoni Gaudí was a great architect, but also a very faithful Christian and Catholic. And he believed that nature is God and God is nature. And so all of his designs are based on nature representing God. The colors are absolutely spectacular. The stained glass windows are incredibly designed to let light in. From sunrise to sunset to daylight to light that comes in through the trees. This is the main altar. Look at the height above the main altar. No, I've been to the Vatican and I videotaped it for you on one of my travel videos. The ceiling here is higher than it is at St. Peter's Basilica. This is one of the exits. Again, the colors of nature. Daylight to green, light shining through the trees, to blue, pure blue sky. Each stained glass window, a precise work of art. At the exit of the church, you see the Passion of the Christ. At the entrance of the church, you see the Nativity, the birth of Jesus Christ. This is by far the #1 tourist attraction in Barcelona. So I want to show you something. Look at this crowd inside the church. Look at those people sitting. They're not worshipers. All of them are tourists. I'm here on a weekday, Wednesday morning at 9:30 in the morning. Imagine what the crowds would be like if I came here on a weekend in the afternoon. I hope you enjoyed my tour of the Sagrada Familia. We're going to continue on, and I'm going to show you a few more buildings by the famed Antoni Gaudí. Sagrada Familia is so famous, it has its own subway stop. We're going to take the line L5 in the metro from Sagrada Familia up to Diagonal. After you exit the Diagonal metro station, you walk about 300 meters. On your walk, you see beautifully designed buildings in Barcelona. The architecture is amazingly gorgeous. Just continuing on my about 300-meter walk, you see beautiful buildings like this. After you walk the 300 meters, you come to La Pedrera, Casa Mila, one of the two famous buildings designed by the architect Antoni Gaudí. You can get tickets and go up on the roof like those people have. It'll cost you about 25 euros to go up there. But this is the apartment building. It is an actual apartment building. La Pedrera, Casa Mila by Antoni Gaudí. As you can see down below, they check your ticket if you want to actually go inside the building. And it's, as I said, about 25 euros. You walk another 500 meters from Casa Mila to the second Gaudí building. This is the walk. Along the way, you get to admire other beautiful buildings in Barcelona. Gorgeously designed. Those buildings were not designed by Gaudí, but they are gorgeous. Another gorgeous building not designed by Gaudí. On the sidewalk level of these gorgeous buildings are designer shops. Here's the building that Chanel rents the sidewalk space in. Gorgeous architecture. This is the Hotel Majestic in Barcelona. Beautiful building. We continue our walk and we're almost to our destination. We reach Casa Batlló, the second building on this street designed by Antoni Gaudí. Look at the crowd at 10 o'clock in the morning trying to get into this building. These are all tourists just trying to get into this building. There's the building. Casa Batlló. designed by Antoni Gaudí. The building next door also requires an admission fee to go into the building to tour the inside. It's called Casa Amatla. More buildings just adjacent to Casa Betillo that were not designed by Gaudí. Antoni Gaudí died in the year 1926. So in 2026 will mark his 100th anniversary of his passing. So 2026 is the scheduled date for when the Sagrada Familia will be completed and it will become the tallest church in the world. I hope you enjoyed my tour of Barcelona, including Gaudí and the beautiful architecture here in Barcelona. Please stay tuned for more of Barcelona, and thank you for watching.
Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.